Hey everyone. So as I said yesterday, the way I think I learn best and the way I can express myself better in doing these discussions and these reflections is to just simply record myself and do a video. That way I can explain myself better because I really don't like writing that much. But anyways, so the discussion post is about connecting what the articles that we read last week and connecting the articles that we read this week. And also, one of the other discussion boards was about creating a concept map. So I decided to join those, merge those two together. In this discussion, I will just post the discussion, the concept map, excuse me, and then our regular discussion, I'll post this video. But if you have never used Poplet before, I have created a Poplet that really represents what I have gained from the readings of the past 2 weeks. Now, it was a lot of information, almost overstimulating information, I felt like, which is good. I mean, I'm just learning about these theories, so I don't expect myself to learn it, to learn it right away. So just like you'll see in just a moment, the cognitive learning theory is that I need to be able to store and to organize this newly acquired information, and so that learning is going to take place over a longer period of time. So let me go ahead and these are the three major learning theories that I thought were uh, relevant relevant to this discussion. The first of which is behaviorism. And what I think behaviorism is, based on these readings, my interpretation of behaviorism is that it is whenever learning takes place and there's a desired outcome, a desired behavior. For example, um, the learning target may be, and this is an example I used last week. If the learning target is I can add two-digit numbers, then the behavior is they're going to add two-digit numbers correctly every time. So that would be that's how behaviorism um, that's how you know they're learning because they then add those two-digit numbers. Um, and that's the behavior that reflects the learning. Excuse me, I got kind of tongue-tied there. Um, but I pulled some quotes from the reading. So Ali says that learning is internal. So this happens internally, but we can see the behavior. So the learning is internal, the behavior is seen. And from the reading from this week, the paradigms of use and app design, which wow, like I mean, it was it was a heavy read, and I marked um, a lot of stuff in it, but it was good. One of the things that in behaviorism, when app designers have to take into consideration is that in order for it to be behaviorism, it has to be practice drills, and there has to be some kind of positive reinforcement. Excuse me. So, for example, if I get a correct answer on an app, then it dings and it gives me a green light, or it buzzes and it gives me a red light. So then that instant feedback provides me with affirmation or addresses any misconceptions. So right then and there, whenever my learning is hindered, then those misconceptions are resolved, and then a learning takes place there. Because in the next one, that desired outcome, that desired behavior is going to be seen because I was able to address my misconceptions. Um, Again, learning happens when a desired behavior is seen. And this is an image I thought represented behaviorism well. So it's a stimulus. Um, so it would be like, the learning outcome or what you're going to provide for us for the behavior to be seen. And it goes internally and it follows with a response. Um, and the use of stimulus is both positive and negative. That's when I was saying whenever app designers are designing maybe a ding for with a green light and a buzz with a red light, letting us know that it is right or wrong. So that's behaviorism. The next one is cognitivist. Okay, there we go. Um, and this is very, very internal. So now, this is where I think about like me learning these learning theories. I have to learn, this is the very cognitive way of looking. I have to learn how to store this new information inside my head, and I have to learn how to be able to retrieve it back then. Um, and I'm not quite there. Um, Things like this concept map, which is something that actually the articles, I don't remember if it was Denon and Howe that said that concept maps and graphic organizers and templates work very well with the cognitive approach. So this is concerned with how people store and retrieve information. The instructional technology should not overstimulate. So again, one of the things I got from this paradigms was that in order for it to be a true cognitivist learning app, that it can't be overstimulating. So it can't have all these pictures, it can't have all these words, it can't have all these things. It has to be really organized and really minimalist, which is, right up my alley. And it also focuses on getting that short-term memory and into long-term memory and long-term retention. So again, this is where I'm with these learning theories. I right now have a very short memory of it, but as I gradually, I hope to get that long-term retention of them. Um, Again, apps should be designed to help store and organize, and this is the image I thought would represent it well, and learning takes place internally. And the last one is constructivist. And this is usually the one that I tend as a teacher to lean towards because I am a blended learning teacher and I believe that, I do give some instruction, but then I let students kind of play around with that instruction and really personalize their learning so that it is meaningful to them. So, let me delete this one. So learners construct the meaning through interactions and personal experiences. So for example, right now, I am taking these new learning theories, me as a learner, and I'm constructing meaning out of it. So the way I'm constructing meaning out of it is that I am applying it to my personal life through my personal experiences as a teacher or even as a student. Like in this cognitive, when I said the cognitive, I'm trying to store everything. That is very constructivist of me because I am trying to construct meaning of cognitive learning theory through through the lens of a constructivist. I just I don't think I could say that sentence 5 times fast anymore. But anyways, and so learners personalize their learning. And here I feel like this is a correct interpretation of the learning theory because they're kind of playing around with the new knowledge and seeing how it fits into one another. Instruction is the process of supporting knowledge. Teacher is a guide. So again, teacher provides that instruction, but then they let the student have autonomy and let them explore. And the app design that from this is simulations. So like um, something like and the first thing that came into my head would be like The Sims, where you actually go in and build a city. So there is a simulation of the real world. Um, so those are the three major learning theories that I decided to focus on. Um, Again, I'm really trying right now to just internally process it. I know there's many more learning theories that we've talked about. I think I'm gonna keep this poplet and continually update it. Right now, these three learning theories are the ones that stuck up to me the most, just because I've had personal experience with them or because I know of something concrete that can represent them. In the future, I hope to have to get to know some of these others like pragmatism and interpretivism. So lots of learning theories, a lot of heavy reading, but I can see now that the fruits of my labor are reaping. So I can't wait to hear what the rest of you have to say about these learning theories, and and even if I can learn something from you guys, which I'm sure I will. So thanks, guys.